When it comes to the tools that we'll be using to navigate the world of inner hospitality, I'm largely talking about the fundamental physiological processes of the body and how we can apply our understandings of them to be able to help us navigate the complexities of the modern world that we find ourselves in at this specific point in time and history. One of the key areas that we're going to be going into throughout this series is the breath. Now, the breath has such a key function when it comes to regulating the nervous system. And the nervous system is like a filter. Everything passes through it as it goes through our body. You can relate this almost to if you're making a cocktail with fresh citrus juice and you pour it through a fine strainer. Eventually, the pulp is going to build up in the fine strainer and stop the liquid from being able to pour through it. So then you have to take the fine strainer, dump it out, and clean it before going to pour something else through it. Well, for me, breath work became the tool that I could use for my own nervous system to be able to dump out the pulp that had accumulated over time, clean it, and then be able to bring it back so that I could continue to navigate and process information that was incoming into my life. For Bar 5 Day specifically, this week is going to be very intense, not just mentally, but also emotionally and energetically. So the buildup of pulp might potentially happen throughout the week. So my hope is that throughout the next techniques that we'll be sharing, you can find some things that if ever you feel like you're not able to process some information that is coming into your system, you can use whatever technique is relevant or resonant with you in that moment to be able to navigate and hopefully help everything flow just a little bit smoother. So let's delve into some of these techniques and see what we'll be exploring. The box breath is a really beautiful and simple technique that can be done anytime to bring in that state of centered awareness and focus. I highly suggest that you try this before you go into any bit of the tastings, when you sit back down at your chair at Bar 5 Day. This can be a beautiful technique to really just come back into that present moment and make sure that our nervous system is open to whatever is in front of us. The cyclical sigh is a phenomenal technique to really quickly calm the nervous system. If you find yourself in a state of overwhelm or your anxiety is increasing ever, or you're just spiraling, feel free to try this technique. It might be a good landing pad to help you orient yourself back home. If ever you're really wired from a shift or you feel like you're just so up in your mind, then what you can do is come back to the extended breath to really down-regulate the nervous system and bring us into a state of relaxation. So those are just 3 techniques that we're going to be going over that I believe might help along the journey as you're studying towards Bar 5 Day. Okay? There are so many different breath techniques out there and so many different aspects of breath work, but for now, that's where we're just going to start. And I really hope that you enjoy.